Your Excellency, Ambassador Horie from the delegation of Japan, welcome to Durban, to COP17 and to Climate Change Television. May I ask you, sir, is Japan working with the rest of the world or in isolation to fight climate change?
Well, regarding to fight the climate change, we have pledged 15 billion US dollars 2 years ago in Copenhagen. And during the last 2 years, what we have done is supporting the developing countries, including the African countries and of course vulnerable countries. And as of today, we have implemented almost 600 projects in 95 countries. And all these projects are in relation to the fight against the, fight for the climate change. And this project, for instance, if I, give you an example, the all mitigation and adaptation project and the other forest-related projects and so on, like the disaster prevention, water supply, construction of electricity transmission line, together with the renewable energy development. And as to the renewable energy development, we are supporting the solar energy project and our wind power project, also geothermal projects in different parts of the world. And we have pledged 15 billion US dollars. And this pledge is for 3 years till the end of next year, 2012. And as of today, it's up to over 12 billion US dollars. And by this, we are supporting all the developing countries try to mitigate and also try to adapt themselves. And a lot of good works and co-projects going on all over the world. And I'd like to emphasize that even beyond 2012, Japan would like to continue and needs to continue to support developing countries to fight the climate change situation. And I'd like to emphasize that our efforts is in spite of our difficulty back home to overcome the difficulties of the damages caused by the unprecedented disaster, natural calamity, which happened March 11th. And still we have a lot to do. And the government needs to budgetize over 10 trillion yen of budget. But in spite of this difficulty, Japanese people are willing to support the developing countries. And on this occasion, I would like to thank all the peoples of the world who sent us the condolences and encouragements as well as donations. And we felt really supported by all the people of the world, all the countries of the world to support to overcome this difficulty. But I would like to reiterate again, in spite of this difficulty, Japan continues in order to honor what we have pledged. And even beyond our pledged period, beyond 2012, we would like to continue our efforts.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for identifying those goals, particularly in the light, as you say, of the recent disaster in Japan. May I finally ask you, your advocacy of a new working group, in what way does that indicate Japan's worries over the second level of Kyoto?
As everybody knows, all these countries of Annex I who accepted the obligations to reduce the emission of GHG, today all of them represents only 26% of the global emissions. And we think that it is necessary to appeal particularly the major economies to join to start discussing about the new single and comprehensive legal document which establishes a fair and effective international framework which with which, to which the all major economies will participate. And that is the reason why just 2 days ago at the first Indaba meeting here in Durban, I made the intervention that we would like to propose to set up a new working group, and in order to find out the new space and to find out the good landing zone where all the countries, as many countries as possible, including major economies, will be landing all together.
Ambassador, thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.